Priya, played by Fiona Wade, suffered a devastating end to the year last year on Emmerdale as she suffered life-changing burns to her body as a result of getting caught up in the maze fire. This has made the once confident woman a shell of her former self, with the character always covering up her scars to avoid what she believes will be judgment from others. However, as it seems the tables are going to turn in upcoming scenes on the ITV soap, she could find a new opportunity landing at her feet. The drama begins next week as the day of Marlon Dingle's, Mark Charnock, wedding to Rona Gozkirk, Zoe Henry, arrives. A few weeks ago, Marlon made a pact with Priya that if he were to walk down the aisle unaided, she would have to dance without a jacket on. Priya agreed to this, and as she watches Marlon walk toward his future wife without any support, this gives her the courage to hold up her end of the bargain. When the reception is underway, the beloved character removes her jacket to expose her back and the scars which have been left as a result of her injuries. Instead of shying away from the dance floor, she embodies her confidence and enjoys being in the moment with everyone else. As she begins a new chapter of her life post the fire which changed her life, Priya might see everything from a brand new perspective. This includes taking job opportunities when they arise, especially since she was recently fired from Take a Vow by Layla Harding, Roxy Shahidi. She could be surprised to receive an email asking her to meet with a company who are recruiting new models in London. Priya could discover it was Marlon who asked Rona to send the email to the company because she was so brave at his wedding. After talking with Marlon about whether she would be able to do it, the chef would tell her to embrace life as you only get one chance. With nothing anchoring her down in the village, she could decide to apply for the job, and lo and behold, she could be successful. Speaking with David Metcalf, Matthew Wolfenden, about custody arrangements for their daughter, he could agree she should go with her mother. As everything seems to be working out for her, Priya could say goodbye to her friends and family, thanking them for all their support. Having developed quite the friendship with Marlon recently, Priya would agree to stay in touch with him and keep him updated on her new career. After 10 years in the village, this would be the perfect end to the businesswoman's time in the village. Following the storyline which saw Priya suffer burns to her body, the actress who plays her, Fiona, spoke about the impact it would have on her character. Fiona explained, "For Priya, and me, actually, it's incredibly hard and heartbreaking as what she sees is just not her body. She doesn't know who she is anymore. It's her biggest nightmare. She feels incredibly isolated and she's shutting everyone out." Recalling the moment she looked at her scars, the actress who plays Priya added, "It's a really sad moment. It took 2 hours in makeup to do the scars, but I didn't look at them before I went on set as I wanted to get the reaction." How well do you know your British soaps? How many times has Ian Beale been married in EastEnders? What is the name of Bianca Jackson and Ricky Butcher's son on EastEnders? On EastEnders in 2002, who accidentally ran Jamie Mitchell over in his car which caused his death? How many times has Corey's Steve MacDonald been married? What happened to Emily Bishop in Coronation Street? Who murdered Maxine Peacock in Coronation Street in 2003? Which incident in 1993 killed off 4 characters in Emmerdale? When did the show stop being known as Emmerdale Farm? On what day did Hollyoaks air its first episode? What was the name of the much-loved Coronation Street pet dog who was put down in April 2020 after 14 years? 1996 saw the arrival of one of Hollyoaks' all-time bad boys and rival, Kurt Benson, but who was he? Who is the longest-serving character on Coronation Street? Who shot Phil in EastEnders? How many fires have there been at Corey's Rover's return? Get out of my pub, you're no soaps fan. You're either too young to remember the big lines or have better things to do on weekday evenings. Casual viewer, you watch them sometimes so you kinda know what's been going on. Die-hard fan, you love watching the soaps so much your entire week is planned around when they air, discussing the importance of tackling the storyline. Fiona said, "It's a huge responsibility to take on this storyline, portraying real people's lives and situations real people are going through. It's heavy. I feel a huge responsibility to do the storyline justice, for those who have scars in real life. The writers and producers are brilliant. Something like this is taken very seriously. We have been working alongside Changing Faces Charity, which is an organization that supports anyone with a physical difference as an actor. When you get a call about a big storyline, it's always so wonderful and you think, great, something to get my teeth into," she told ITV's This Morning. Fiona addressed back in 2020 whether she would actually be ready to leave the show, having been there for over a decade. Before the Burns storyline came along, she said, "I'm happy there now. We'll see. I'm very ambitious. There's so much more to do. I'd like to have children. I'm aware there's that space and time you have to grab to do," she told The Mirror. So 2 years later, it could be an opportunistic time for Priya and Fiona to bid farewell to the village for a new chapter to begin. How will Jai Sharma, Chris Bisson, and Rishi Sharma, Boxer Patel, cope without the presence of their sister and daughter?